And welcome to another InstaForex daily market analysis. For today, I decided to cover Euro versus US dollar. I will speak about Bitcoin, dollar index, gold market, crude oil, and NASDAQ 100. I will start with the Euro versus US dollar first. So let's begin with the daily market. In the bottom left corner, we have a daily market. So I alerted yesterday about potential rally and update for the Euro. There was a strong support underlying at 1.0834, and after FOMC, we can see here we had a strong rejection basically, and even some follow through this morning. So this is how it looks like on the weekly. There was a rejection of this 2-week low, and we are now near the high of this weekly bar. So at this point, we have a key resistance on the daily time frame. We can see that 1.0955 is a resistance. There will be a chance for a potential move towards that level. But since we didn't have any pullback, there will be a chance at some point for a pullback, maybe towards a 20-bar rising moving average on an hourly, or to get closer to 1.0900 mark in next period. So pay attention to that, but key resistance it is 1.0955. Now, speaking of the Bitcoin versus US dollar, I still see potential for the downside movement, especially towards the weekly rising 10 and 20 bar moving averages. So still that 55,000 mark, and the area around 40, I'll say this consolidation area. So area around 45,000 can be in the play next period. The volatility is ultra high on the Bitcoin. We had an update, but this can be a fake update. Basically, it's in a downside environment since last, I will say, 6 to 7 days, and this update can just be a new spot for the potential sellers to build their bearish positions around. And we can see after this run upside, there was just a stagnation and the downside move this morning. So I definitely see potential for the short term for the market to retake the low, retest the low at 61,000 mark, and eventually try to go towards 45 or 55,000 mark. Now, speaking of the gold market, gold had an upside move, but the close was pretty weak. I mean, the current day, we can see that there was a big, on the hourly, a big sign of weakness that appeared and no follow through. So there will be a chance that if the market can trade below 21.94, and eventually if we can take the low around 21.98, this can be a hold. There's a trap for a buyers and potential for the market to go lower in next period. So for now, just stagnation and sideways market. Take a look at the crude oil. We had a down day yesterday. Still, this hourly time frame, this can all be just a bear flag. So there will be a potential for another move downside from my view towards 81.30. Eventually towards this rising 10 or 20-day moving average. So we can retest eventually 80.80 mark or even 79.80 mark. And speaking of the NASDAQ 100, we can see that there was an update yesterday and now the key. So we have a key pivot high, pin bar high on the test. And this will be the critical for NASDAQ to observe, because if we see the rejection of this level, there is a chance for a downside move, maybe towards 18,145. From other side, if we see the upside breakout and hold above this level, there will be a chance for 18,600 and 700 to be on the test. So, but for now, we had a FOMC rally and still no pullback so far. So eventually we will have a pullback towards the 10 and 20 rising on hourly time frame at least. So that will be all for this daily market analysis, and have a good trading day.